Okay, so the next fight was
Next fight was BSD,
Big DP.
Big DP,
I didn't love
BSD
it
versus
when I
Big
said it.
DP.
It's a banger, bro.
Yeah, that was fucking
I
good.
didn't have
I was
faith in
so
the bro.
chuffed. Neither did I. I fully wrote him off.
He looked good in there too, to be fair.
He
Like,
did.
I've seen some
great,
people
man.
say that BSD was like dominating him and this and that. And it's like he was trying to wrestle. I don't know
Yeah.
if he was dominating him.
I don't think he was, and I think he completely burnt himself out in that first round. Something interesting. I'll go BSD Twitter.
Well, he had staff before it, right?
Yeah,
And he's sort of come out.
What the fuck?
Jeez.
Bungo Stray Dogs. Tales of the Lost. That
Buddy,
didn't
what
come
have you
up
been
at all.
searching up? Yeah, because he did have that really nasty infection on his head.
Yeah, you could tell it was pretty rough.
Yeah. Oh, well, I don't
I mean,
fight. I've got no idea how that
yeah.
feels or anything. But
I've never had one.
I don't know with fighters sometimes. I feel like every time they lose, it's something that they've just got to hinge it on. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because it's like, I guess it's like a confidence thing and an ego thing, but they can't blame themselves for losing. It's got to be something else.
there's got to be a reason.
You've
It's
gotta
kind of like
walk in there with
justifying it.
Well,
like-
yeah, because you've got to be super confident when you go in there, right?
Yeah.
You can't be like, oh, he was just better than me. You know what I mean?
and maybe he did have staff, but you know it is an excuse at the end of the day, and it would have affected the fight for sure.
For sure.
And he did look like he was pretty fucking gassed towards that.
Well, he
thing.
just kept getting clipped. You know what I mean? Like
his striking was
there's wrestling, which is tiring, and then like
Yeah.
I don't know. Every time he was going in, he was getting a wee knock here.
Yeah.
There's that uppercut in the first. Like
and Poirier hits hard.
big
Like, his
DP, mate.
boxing is
He hits hard.
Big DP. Big DP hits very
He
hard.
does.
His boxing is so fucking good. I don't know how I wrote him off. I don't know what the
I
fuck
just
I
thought
was
he
thinking.
old. Well, I guess for me it was a Gaethje fight, right?
Yeah.
Like, he looked so good in his fight before that. He looked
He did.
good in the Gaethje fight, and all of a sudden it's just a head kick out of nowhere and he got folded. It's like
Yeah. And then oftentimes people come back too soon and then they get KO'd again.
Well,
and it's like
fucking like our boy
Like,
that hasn't come back yet.
he's a shame that he
I know.
hasn't, you know, but
He
it
lost
is
a
what it
close
is.
decision and he still hasn't come back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you know, it is what it is.
Yeah,
But-
but yeah, I don't know. He looked really good, and he
He
took
did.
some good shots as well.
He looked like he can continue going forward. Like he can actually keep, you know, maybe make one more push for the title. I want to see him fight Islam and then retire, basically.
Win or lose, retire.
Win or lose, retire. He's probably made a fucking load of money.
Yeah, at that point, just know that you're just a money fighter now. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
35. Let's say you got 3 more fights in here. What's that? A couple mil on his
Yeah,
paycheck.
exactly. Is there any point?
Go on. Well, yeah, well, go on there. Take it. Get knocked out
Yeah.
3 times. Retire with 2 mil.
Yeah, you may as well. Fuck. But
If
if
he's
he
gonna-
if he
he's gonna-
fights Islam, like
The horrible thing about MMA, sorry to cut you off. The horrible thing about MMA is he's going to have brain damage later on anyway.
he already does.
You know what I
Let's be
mean?
real,
So at least
like,
get
yeah.
paid.
At least get some money so you can buy some fancy carers and nurses, you know, and
Sort your
slaves.
wife out.
Not slaves. Fuck. Servants. I meant. Jeez.
Bit on the nose.
Sorry, guys. Anyway, yeah, Benoit I still think can be a big problem. He's huge for that division. Like he's fucking giant and strong, but I think he just got shown levels. Like
The top for a reason. I know there was a wee period there where they're so stale and they're just fighting each other, but they're
Yeah.
still just levels above.
yeah,
You saw the same thing when Rafael Fiziev went up to fight Gaethje. Like
yeah, just
he looked
levels.
good, but just not quite there.
Not quite there yet. And Benoit's only 28, I believe. Like, so he's. I'll double check
Scary
that.
looking motherfucker.
He is, and apparently he's only been training MMA for like 5 years.
Yeah, well he's in the army, right?
Yeah.
Jeez.
So like, he's still got a long way to go.
Yeah,
and
gosh,
you know,
yeah. Very young in fighting years, you know what I mean?
yeah, absolutely.
God, it
Doesn't show his
It's
age.
sickening now.
It is pretty fucking cool, and I really rate him. Like he seems like a good guy.
Mm.
He
Get
28.
past the whole Frenchness. I know you're not really a fan.
I'll let him pass
You
just
know-
because he's a bad man.
You know,
you know?
my flatmate, an Englishman, we were watching these fights on Sunday, and he bet specifically against this guy just because he was French.
Fucking hell. Apparently, Dustin Poirier is also French.
Well, he's from Louisiana, which is like
Yeah.
a French,
It's like French,
Connolly.
right?
I don't know how to say
So
the word back in the day.
Connolly.
Colony?
What, isn't he a
Colony?
comedian or something?
Oh, Billy.
Colony. Yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah, because
yeah.
he said his dad can speak fully
That's right. He did a
French, which is pretty mad.
Yeah,
Um,
that's cool. I think Dustin Poirier is coming out of this like really, really good.
yeah. Fuck yeah.
Especially with the way the lightweight division is at the moment, because Gaethje's fighting next month or next pay-per-view.
Yep.
He might
Is it
sneak
ne- yeah,
ahead of
next
him
month.
for the next shot at the lightweight.
Exactly. Like that's something else I saw.
It's just timing.
It is. And now both featherweight and lightweight are kind of held up for that one fight. Literally. Max obviously should be fighting to Poirier. That's the next logical
Yeah.
step. And then Gaethje probably should be fighting.
Probably deserved it the most.
Probably deserves the title shot. Obviously, you've got Charles as well.
Yes.
But
and Armin,
he's
if he wins, he's all of a sudden got a shout.
Yeah, exactly. But they're both also booked on 300. So it's like, what if they get injured? You never know. Like, they're going to want time.
I know. The UFC, they do so well with the matchmaking and putting together cool fights, but this just feels
timing
like logistically horrible.
Yeah. So
why
I think it's going to be
all your lightweights on one card, and then at a card where the champion can't fight because it's Ramadan. Like, we knew Islam wasn't going to fight on 300.
Yeah.
And then why would you put more lightweights the card before?
Yeah.
Like, at least
then you're just clogging it up.
You know what I mean? You don't have to be able to predict the winner of the fights, but you've got to know roughly when they're going to want to come back again.
You've got to know that one of the winners has to be ready to fight at a certain kind of time. Like, they're making fights to make future fights.
Exactly.
Fights don't just happen for no reason, kind of thing, especially at that level. So,
yeah,
it is odd. Especially like they got BSD here, and I'm assuming if no matter who won, Dustin Poirier or Saint Denis, whoever won was going to be kind of likely to fight for the belt. But then it's like, you've got them on the exact next card, Gaethje, Holloway. Whoever wins out of that could potentially like fight for the belt. You got a lot of contenders.
And then you got Charlie Olives in there.
Yeah, you got Olives.
You know, he was meant to fight Islam and he got injured.
Yeah, exactly. And then you've got
now he's fighting Arman. And if he beats him, you've got 3 people that deservingly have a title shot. And Islam's only one guy. It's going to take him
3 champions.
2 years.
They need more champions in the division.
Wow. You see that they're actually thinking about that, making him 165.
Yeah, I did hear about that. That is good.
That would help.
I would like.
But you know what's going to happen immediately?
Conor McGregor's going to get a title.
yeah, straight up. No, I was going to say Islam's going to go for it from 155, and then you're going to get Leon go for it from 1.
That'd be all right. That'd be cool.
Wait, 170 is that?
So what I heard was they're potentially going to get rid of 170, add 175 and 165. Because you know how it goes,
150, 160, 55, 65,
yeah,
40, 85.
25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85.
And then 205.
Yeah, and then 205, because middleweight's 85, 205.
I mean, that'd be cool.
260.
Again, more belts.
More belts.
The better, you know what I mean? You're just going to build legacies for these guys.
Yeah, and it gives people an opportunity to not have to cut as much weight. Like, Poirier would be perfect at 165. Well, saying that, he looked kind of small against Saint Denis. But
well, Saint Denis is huge. Yeah, no, I think that's cool. I think that's a cool idea.
I think
you know what will happen though. We're just gonna get more fuckery. We're like, I'm gonna be a 3-belt champion now. And I'm not gonna defend him for the weight anymore.
Yeah, exactly. And Conor McGregor will just get a title shot at any division.
He's getting it the moment he comes back, mate. Yeah. Right on Daddy Dana's teeth.
He did post about this a couple of times because this is where the French comment came from.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah, I saw that.
And then DP in the post fight was like, yeah, well, he
felt that hook too.
Yeah. So, fuck you, Conor.
DP's got good shit chat.
He does. He's got
real subtle because he's a nice bloke. Like you can tell he's actually like a genuinely good human being.
Sometimes his character annoys me a little bit. Like there's certain things where I feel like he's salty as fuck. Like,
yeah, true.
Sometimes.
I think it's just Americans though, you know what I mean?
They are cunts. They are pricks. Fuck you all. They're actually our biggest viewers, so.
Are they?
We love you guys.
We love Americans.
Over across the ditch.
Well,
no, wait.
You love Americans. I'm just a listener here.
Yeah, exactly.
I won the raffle.
But what's next? We've kind of just, we've kind of done it again. I'd say Islam versus DP, big DP, massive BD.
I mean, I agree, but I think it really just comes down to how the fights go and who's free.
Yep.
I can't see him fighting back again because he's again on that later stage of his career where if it's not a path to the title, then it needs to be somewhat close. Maybe he fights Max in some out of the rankings fight just for the hell of it.
Just for fun.
Maybe
if Max won, that'd be a cool fight. But if Gaethje just flatlines Max with one punch then I hope it's not.
I also am a massive Max Holloway fan.
I thought you were going to say you put money on Max. I was like,
no, I can't bet on guys I like. It's too.
No,
I find it too stressful.
Yeah, that's just too much. I tell you what, one of the funniest moments came from this card. So, do you know Lucas Tracy? He does like MMA reactions and shit. No. He's a YouTuber, and he absolutely fucking glazes BSD, Benoit. And he posted like 3-4 videos shitting on DP and telling everyone that Saint Denis was going to walk over him easily. And then his reaction's so funny. And then he was just coping by saying, but it's pretty obvious what happened. You know, Benoit's got a staph infection. It's just like, bro.
Seems like some Mark Goldbridge stuff.
Yeah. Shit.
We're going to walk through them.
The Mark Goldbridge of MMA. Manchester United are back.
United.
But yeah, I think Poirier maybe chance at the belt again. Saint Denis
I don't
probably
think he loses any stock in this. You know what I mean?
No, he definitely doesn't. He deserves to fight up for sure.
He's still there or thereabouts. You know what I mean? Like
Oh, absolutely. He's where's lightweight?
Michael Chandler's never fighting again.
No,
he's waiting
not.
on Connor. So
he'll fight at 50, maybe.
50. I mean, when's Fiziev back? Fiziev versus BSD would be unreal.
That would be good.
But then you're just killing off one of your up and comers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true. But I think
give him Dan Hooker.
Banger. Hooker would be good. But I've heard rumblings that Hooker might be. Oh no,
I saw Hooker wanted to fight. What's his name? Money Moicano.
Oh yeah,
but he's got a fight now, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's booked at 300.
Well, if old Money Moicano beats Jalen Turner, him versus Hooker would be a banger.
It would. Gamrot, he just won.
He did.
He could. He's probably. Oh, but then
everyone in the top 5's booked, and the other one's Michael Chandler.
I'd say Saint Denis got to go down a little bit. Maybe a Drew Dober even, just to keep him in there. Keep him busy. That'd be a good fight. Drew Dober.
He could even fight RDA. I mean, RDA lost as well. That'd be a good fight.
He's getting on a bit, but he still looks like he's got it. He did well in that first round.
Got it in his little medical bag.
Yeah, he looks fucking jacked.
Hey, 39-year-olds don't move like that.
No. He did some training with Craig Jones.
Oh, did he?
So.
That's your boy, yeah. Oh, it's Craig on it.
Craig's openly on.
Oh, really? Oh,
he
man.
fucking. Well, like I can't tell with him. Like I'm pretty sure he's being serious.
He's just taking the piss.
But he's just always taking the piss. Like,
but if you were on it and you wanted to be kind of funny about it, you would do that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, exactly. And he is fucking hilarious. Like,
oh, that's good.
Talks about he fucking got a medical test before his last match, and they said that his blood pressure was like 150/80, which apparently is like the dangerously.
Sounds like EPO, no?
Yeah, it could be, maybe. I think
that's what EPO is, isn't it? It's like juice up blood.
Ah, okay.
Because it's the stuff that like Lance Armstrong used to take, and all
does it add,
all the cyclists.
Does it help you take on oxygen or some shit?
Yes, it's like when you work out real. I'm not a doctor.
Are you not?
I don't know what I'm talking about.
I thought you were.
But I think it's
That's
when
why
you
I
go
got
like,
you on.
you need to have like a naturally high O2 rate or whatever in your heart, like VO2 max, whatever it is, like the ability to get that high. And then I think you just juice hard in terms of like work out really, really hard, and then you take blood out of yourself when you're in that state.
Yeah.
And then you like sneak it back into yourself to give yourself
so it pops
takes
you
it
up.
straight back to your VO2 max, and you can operate like that.
So it's like so you're not actually taking the steroid.
It's definitely illegal. There must be some sort of steroid in it.
It's definitely.
But that was always my understanding of it. They took their blood when it was at its absolute max in terms of oxygen getting carried around, and then they just sort of give it back to themselves when they need it.
Okay, interesting. That's so
like
funny.
The unlimited gas tank, because it's what Lance Armstrong and all the cyclists in the Tour de France.
Yeah. It makes sense why they would do it, because it's all fucking
that
cardio.
Mental.
Yeah, I saw a real funny video of Volk and Robert Whittaker talking about steroids.
Oh yeah.
And Robert's like, what, did you just like go to the fridge and accidentally take EPO instead of getting cereal or something?
Sticking the milk out?
It's so fucking funny. Or did you actually get some tainted Milo?
They did change the formula.
Yeah, they did. So, maybe a bit of EPO in there.
I like the Michael Bisping quote on it. It might have been on Joe Rogan or something. He's like, well, this guy's accidentally taking supplements that are tainted. Look, I hate to say it, I'm an idiot. I don't take care of anything I put in myself, and I've never popped.
That's what they were saying too. It's like, no, Volk and Whittaker both said, I never touch any supplements at all, just because I'm so fucking scared. Like,
you don't have to. These guys, that's just their excuse.
Yeah, no, 100%.
They're just douchey.
100%. Yoel Romero.
Oh, mate.
Even though he won a lawsuit around that somehow, like, which is crazy. Apparently, they were supposed to pay him 20 mil for accidentally giving him steroids.
Bro, like, been juicing him since he was a kid.
Yeah,
what do you mean?
He is juice.
He's like one of those battery farm chickens. You know, the ones that KFC breeds? He's like that.
Fucking all the jacked super cows.
Yeah,
like, bro. Anyway, moving on. We'll go to the next fight. So we said Benoit, maybe a...
anyone he wants. Fun fights.
Anyone.
Yeah, Drew Dober would be sick, like you said.
Yeah, Dober or a RDA.
Wouldn't even be bad.
Moving down to MVP versus Kevin
What do you think
Holland.
of that fight, man?
I thought that's a pretty damn good performance by MVP.
I thought it was
He
really
swept him a couple times too.
He did.
Some real nice sweep.
And the comments afterwards, it's like no one's ever made Kevin Holland that quiet before.
Yeah,
and he was
exactly.
clearly frustrated.
He was so pissed off. He was fucking, and I would be too. Like, I mean, fair and square, you're getting beat, but God, that would be so annoying if you just can't like. But like,
it's a very Izzy-esque type of fighter. Like a lot of movement, a lot of
very
showmanship.
Yeah,
very hard to get hit.
He is he's like kind of like a mix between maybe like Izzy and Izzy, Sean O'Malley, and
maybe
Wonderboy.
Kevin Holland.
Yeah, and
he looked very. You're right, actually. That karate
like,
stance,
the karate like Bob.
Yeah, that's gonna be a banger fight when they eventually make that.
Hopefully that's next.
Yeah.
It's got to be next. But like,
But I think they're both in the situation where they're trying to build towards a title fight, and I don't know how that helps either of them.
Yeah, neither. I mean, he's 37. Wonderboy's 42 or some shit now. 41. Like, he's really getting on.
That feels like the kind of fight they do after one of them loses and they're not making it to a title anymore.
Yeah,
like, oh,
then
fuck
they
it, we'll throw you two in there. This will be fun as hell.
Exactly.
This will be a retirement fight for 1 year.
Exactly. Maybe Paige is gonna go for a title shot first, try and get to that point, and then if he loses. But this was a proving point for him to be like, I'm fucking legit. Like, I'm good.
To be here.
Yeah.
Well, that shit Kevin Holland was talking beforehand, like,
yeah.
He's not that he was wrong by any means, but like talking about the quality that they fought and this should be easy. Wasn't easy. You could barely hit the guy.
Exactly. I don't think he really landed
back and elbows in your face.
Some of those elbows were fucking nice. So smooth. And like, I mean, it really showcased that Holland has a chin because he hits hard. He's fucking knocked people out bad. He landed a couple knees as well, I believe.
Yeah, it's good.
Mocked him a couple times.
I feel bad for Kevin Holland now.
Same.
He is 0 for 2 for going for high fives at the start of a round.
Oh, yeah, I saw that as well. Was he really good? I didn't think that was as bad as the Hamzat.
The Hamzat one was
blatant.
I feel so bad for the guy. Because he was like up here going for a high, and he just gets tackled.
All right, let's go.
And then he doesn't get up again. And he scrambled really well.
He did really well.
He deserved the chance to at least start on the feet.
Yeah, absolutely. But the one thing that was really evident in this fight as well was, like, Holland has spent so much time defending takedowns, trying not to get taken down now, that he has never, like, trained the actual wrestling and trying to get to take someone down. Like,
what the commentary team was saying.
Yeah, because he's got really good jiu-jitsu, apparently. Apparently he's a black belt. A really good black belt as well, apparently.
Play the Islam thing.
Yeah, we need to...
From who, brother?
We need to check. Just need to check this one.
Give him belt.
But you can't take anyone down. Like, I mean, surely you'd have some takedowns in your arsenal. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess he's the kind of fighter that does just want to talk and
he just wants to have fun.
Yeah, good on him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and we need people like that in the UFC. To keep it a little bit more entertaining.
Yeah, gosh, yeah.
And he definitely does. But like, MVP, if he comes up against a Leon Edwards, if he comes up against a Bilal Muhammad, a Shavkat, a Gilbert Burns, I really don't favor him. If I'm completely honest.
Quite a few of those, man.
Do you think?
I think you could get Bilal.
Who? Wait, what?
What's his name?
Who's that guy at number 2?
Shavkat's going to roll anyone.
Yeah, Shavkat's going to get the title.
Gilbert would be a fun fight. Gilbert would wrestle with him, but when it's standing, I mean, you'd have... MVP's so long as well, you know what I mean?
He is. And he looked like he had decent takedown defense, and he also had decent... he was able to stand back up once when he did get taken down. Like,
MVP could murder...
A lot of interesting stuff.
Ian the Cut Gary.
Oh, that'd be good.
That'd be fun. But then they wouldn't do that because they don't want to... ruin either of them. Yeah, you've got to kind of play it cool with them. That's what Dana even said afterwards. With the guys, like, we need to like really think about our matchmaking for this guy because you can't throw him in there with a wrestler. There's no point.
Yeah,
it's no point getting a 37-year-old that's a star in his own right to draw.
You know, Sean Brady or something. Like, we don't want to.
No one wants to see that.
Sean Brady.
No one wants to see that.
I think it's pretty obvious who he needs to fight. Stephen Thompson, even Jeff Neal would be a fun fight. That'd be a great fight. Vicente Luque, as long as he didn't grapple. JDM.
JDM would be cool. That call out from JDM is insane. By the way.
Yeah, that's good.
He is nuts.
Balls on him.
I don't know if he's just really like not there upstairs or like just
maybe a bit of both.
Hard man. He seems like pre-fight press conference. He doesn't have a lot to say.
No,
it doesn't look like there's a lot.
Calm.
It's not really ticking.
He's a very Aussie kind of like maybe like from like the outback.
Yeah, he's from Perth. Just fucking
just
wops
in the middle of nowhere. Like very calm. In there as well, in the fucking octagon, never like overextends. Perfect. He looks like he's throwing really slowly, if you know what I mean. Like, it's an odd style.
Well, they keep talking about his boxing stance, so his hands here the whole time.
Yeah,
and you know, not just a round 1 hands up, he's a round 3 hands up.
Yeah, they're still there. And Gilbert's very like fast twitch, like
Gilbert's a man.
He is.
It sucks. It sucks getting emotionally invested in fighters.
Yeah,
you know. Not everyone can win.
Not everyone can win.
Sometimes you get your head bashed against the canvas.
Sometimes you get knocked out in the second round by Ilya Taporia.
Yeah. It's all about Jai Herbert, right?
yeah. And but I want to see. Yeah, I want to see him against Stephen Thompson. MVP. Sorry, not MVP. Who's Holland gonna fight?
It doesn't matter. Kevin Holland is
just a fun fight.
Openly admitted he's not really focused on a title. He
doesn't really care.
He wants to fight often, and he wants to fight people that are going to be fun.
Chris Curtis fight at middleweight would be quite fun. Because Chris Curtis is a similar kind of...
I always get Chris Curtis and Curtis Blades mixed up.
Yeah. Chris Curtis, both black.
They both look pretty similar, right?
Both look relatively similar. They got very strong beards.
Yes.
Like very
Which
good
one's
beards.
old Shauno's friend?
Sean's friend is.
Is it Blades or is it Curtis?
Wait, oh, that's Curtis. That's Curtis.
Okay.
Yeah. Chris.
They're both called Chris,
Blades
though,
or
right?
yeah, they are. Yeah, Chris Curtis is Sean Strickland's friend.
Gotcha. He was
Curtis
the one that
Blades.
birthed the Sean Strickland name.
Yes. Yeah.
You know some of my mates over in Australia thought that was his real name?
Really?
The Sean. I was like, I had to break it down to them.
Did you show them like the
I showed them the
picture?
do-rag and he just said.
That's so fucking golden.
That's good, eh?
But he is, yeah. I think, yeah, if he wants to go up there, maybe Anthony Hernandez, Chris Curtis.
Just give him anyone.
Give him someone fun, honestly.
Give him Ian Gary when Ian loses his next fight.
Gaza. Give him Ian Gary's wife. Just for the day.
Nasty room, he's already had it.
Yeah. Well, we already kind of talked about JDM, didn't
briefly.
we?
Gilbert Burns can go anywhere. He's always going to be around the top of the division. He's not scared to fight back.
He's getting old. Getting a bit older. Sorry.
But he had a really clean camp. And
yeah. Did he?
No,
yeah, he was part of that
video again.
Jesus. Yeah, what did he say? What was the thing he said? Being on a lot of
come back from injuries. I'm feeling really clean.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, was that? Yeah, I don't know.
I can't remember. There was one that kind of said, I've been on all the really good step. I've been on. Oh no, that was Ali Abdelaziz who said that. Ali Abdelaziz. That's what we like to call him.
A rat.
He's a rat. That was Noah. Where are we? What was I looking at? Oh, JDM. JDM is going to slot in right at number 4. I think that's the perfect fight. That's a good title eliminator. Like that's because Bilal's not going to ever going to get a shot, right?
I feel like they just need to give it to him so we can all ignore him again.
Yeah, honestly.
You know what I mean?
So we can just like, because I really don't see anyone beating Leon apart from Shavkat, personally. I think Leon could definitely beat Shavkat as well. That's a very easy fight.
Leon's sick.
He is. He's very good.
I don't think Ian Gary gets him now. Not to say he can't in the future. He is, actually quite a good fighter for all the bullshit around him.
For all the cuckery.
For all the cuckery. That's a really good way of putting it. I think Stephen Thompson versus Leon would be fun as hell.
That would be cool.
I think Stephen Thompson even has a puncher's chance.
He always does.
Yeah.
But unlikely.
Unlikely.
Leon's striking so good.
It's so crisp.
So fucking good.
So crisp.
Like his counter wrestling's amazing. I don't see anyone really taking him down with ease. Like Usman struggled in that second fight.
Might be able to, but
maybe
he's not.
But he's just such a wet towel.
He's such a wet towel.
Wet, cold towel.
Like, you know what I would love? If Leon and him fight next, and first round Leon just pokes him in the eye again.
Yeah.
Another no contest.
And then he's just
3 years, no one. You had your chance.
Yeah. We fucking gave you your chance.
But he could go to Bellator and he could have a really quiet career, but be stoked about himself.
Yeah, honestly. Go to PFL.
He could be like the best champion they've ever had, and no one would know he is still. Nothing changes.
Exactly. And he's probably still their biggest star.
Probably make more money over there. I can't imagine Dana's paying you well.
Oh, I fucking doubt it.
It's definitely not a case of you getting paid out of the ass and he doesn't want to fight you because you're expensive.
No. He just doesn't give a fuck about you.
I think I heard him say that
he's a nice guy
from the card.
I think. Yeah. If we put Bilal on the card, it actually costs us money.
What was it? Darren Till. If you were fighting my backyard, I'd close the curtain.
I mean, it's funny coming from Darren, who's like absolute shit house nowadays.
But he's always been a shit.
He's a funny guy though.
He is funny.
Jeez. Sorry.
I wonder if the mic's got that,
So what we've got is JDM against. I would like to see him fight Ian Gary. I would like to see that happen. But I would prefer to see him fight Shavkat. Chuck that headline co-main of like a big card or something. 5 rounds. It's got to be fucking 5 rounds.
They won't need 5.
I mean, they're 4 and 3. It's perfect. And then we know who's going to fight for the title later this year. Get them to fight soon.
Yeah,
they both need at least one more fight for sure. Who was the other guy? Burns. Obviously. Gilly. He can fight anyone he wants.
He'll get in where he fits in. Give him Sean Brady. Why not?
Neil Magny.
Sean
Brady would be good, actually. You're right. That would be a very good fight.
Give him anyone. He'll fight them.
I
mean, he just fought JDM. JDM's 11.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Just give Gilbert Burns anyway. Give him Usman,
Yeah, that would be another good fight.
If Usman's genuinely wanting to get back to the title, he's going to need to fight again. He's up in... His last fight was middleweight, I suppose.
It was. And I was thinking maybe he's going to... Oh, he's 37 now, Gilbert. He's turning 38 this year.
Yeah, but he's on the good stuff, man. He'll keep riding that bus until
he's on that fucking good. Usman is 36, turning 37
his knees
soon.
are like 80.
Yeah. I mean, he's the other CEO of EPO. He's the CFO of EPO.
Have you seen his brother? Good lord.
Yeah,
Do you know their
Jesus Christ.
dad is a pharmaceutical man?
Yeah, didn't he go to jail or something?
He was in jail. I don't know why.
Do you know Kevin? Oh, well, I won't bring this up.
That was a
actually.
cool story about Usman when he was coming up. He refused to fight on the main card on that because the prelims were free and his dad could watch them in prison on the TV.
Okay. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
He's actually a good guy.
He's a good bloke.
A very good bloke.
Yeah, absolutely. Just
very
cringe.
odd.
Just a little cringe.
Just
it's green
slightly
panty night, baby.
cringe.
Like, come on, you ripped the entire script.
green panty night. Brother. What was I gonna say? Fucking yeah. There's something about MVP's dad. That's so good.
MVP's dead.
MVP's dead. Okay, I'm not going to tell you about it because I don't want to talk about it because it's a
sad story, is it?
A bit horrid. It is kind of sad.
Leon Edwards' dad-esque.
It's more morbid than that. That is obviously no. It's less not as morbid. It's kind of more creepy and fucking weird. Look it up, but look it up on your own time. I'll tell you when we're done because I don't want to give light to it.
Sure.
Anyways. What was the next fight? The last fight. Petr Yan versus Song Yadong. I didn't want these guys to lose, either of them. I like them both.
I like Song Yadong. Yeah, I think he's good. He's
swaggy fellow.
Going to stay up at the top of the division.
Yeah.
Petr is a murderer. The fact that he has, up until there, he was on a 4-fight skid is outrageous.
It's insane. That just shows how stacked that division is. Like, that's all it does. Doesn't show that Petr's bad or, this or
shafted.
That.
But it's also just like, other than the Marav fight, that one he definitely deserved to lose. The other three were controversial.
They could have gone either way.
They could have gone either way.
Like the first fight against
Aljo,
he would have won if he didn't land that knee.
Dodgy advice from his corner.
Very dodgy advice.
Have you seen that video?
Yeah, he was like, "Can I knee him?
Do I kick him? Kick him. Okay."
Immediately. The best thing about that fight is when he puts his hand up at the end, when he's like, "I win."
It should have been a no contest. I think it's outrageous that you can win the belt from a DQ.
I think it's pretty dumb too. I mean, but Sterling definitely paid for that. Like, he got hate after that. Yeah. Everyone fucking hated him.
I've got on him a little bit as well.
Same. He's all right. He's a bit cringe.
I can only hate a few people at a time. And it really needs to move on.
It switches. Like, I find that I love someone and then all of a sudden I really don't like them.
Like tall poppies syndrome.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like that, but as well, they just get cringe. Yeah. Like Sean, I do like Sean O'Malley. I do. Yeah. I do like him, but just some of the things he does and says, I'm a bit like, and I wish he had more personality, like on the mic, more shit talking.
He's good behind a camera, but he's not so good more like in the
he's good when it's all planned.
Yeah.
To, and he's doing like a promo or this, but when it's like for example in the lobby, did you see? He's like, "You ready to get knocked out?" And Cheeto was like, "Come suck my dick."
Yeah.
It was like he was like actually asking him. He was like, "Please,
come suck my dick.
Come on, we can go upstairs. You suck my dick."
But Cheeto's a man.
He is the man. He's a fucking G. But yeah. Honestly, I think Jan's got to fight Cheeto.
Yeah,
that puts him right at the top if he wins. Yeah. Don't want either of those guys to lose either.
Don't. But the game's the game.
The game's the fucking game. Right. Song Yadong was sitting at number 7. He could fight maybe the winner of Cody Garbrandt and Davidson Figueiredo.
Yeah, he could.
Yeah,
he could fit in there anywhere.
And he's a great fight.
He's already fought Sandhagen. That was a banger.
Yeah, I don't want to see him fight like a Dominic Cruz because he'd absolutely destroy him.
I wouldn't mind that. I don't like Dominic Cruz.
You don't like Dom? You want to see him get knocked out one more time?
I do want to see him get knocked out.
Would be pretty funny.
I just hate it when he's on the commentary because he's just so bad. He's just shocking. He's just so negative the whole time. Just like
he picks up one little thing and he just runs with it the entire card. Like the last time he commentated, it was fucking, this guy's wearing more damage on his face, therefore he has to have lost. And it was like,
isn't Dominic Cruz the one with the famous Khabib Conor McGregor one where he's like, Conor's just letting him punch him in the head to tire him out,
and Joe's just like
absolutely stunted on.
I think he's getting absolutely mauled right now. Actually, Dominic, you retard.
He's just trying to tire him out.
Oh shit, I shouldn't say that word. He's just trying to tire. Hey, it wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Someone get him.
All right.
Someone clip that.
Get the Swedish police away. Yeah, I got this. Yeah, it's Swede.
You're dealing with a pro.
I got this from fucking. I actually got these shoes as well. These shoes.
You got them from where?
I got them from Dressmart.
Oh yeah.
New runners.
Oh nice.
Guys, you can't see it, but I got new shoes.
Horrible.
Yes, and they were half price actually.
Oh yeah.
Apparently they were down from 300 to 2, and then they were half price. I got them for 100.
100 is good value.
Pretty good. No.
They look. What even brand are they?
They're Adidas.
Yeah, right.
I just wanted some new runners.
No, fair. No, fair.
Yeah. But Yeah.
So that's the
Song
main
Yudong
card.
can fight anyone.
Is there anything on the undercard we want to we chin wag about?
So it was pretty fucking good.
Very sad. Your girl, Jojo Wood has retired.
I didn't even know that.
You watched that fight though.
Did I?
The first fight kicked the night off. The two women, they were banging. Unless I've got my wires.
I didn't actually watch this. No, I didn't watch that.
But didn't?
No, I didn't.
It was a good fight, man.
I'll go back and watch that. I will. I promise. Should I? How
valuable is your time? That's the question. You
exactly.
Ask yourself.
Was it actually good?
Was it
actually a bang?
Yeah,
right.
It was a good fight.
So I actually started watching on this fight.
That was a good fight.
I've watched the highlights of the others.
Oh, so you saw big fella?
I saw this guy getting an 18-second knockout. I mean, this guy's just gonna be fun, you know.
He's gonna be fun.
He's gonna do.
It was such a fun knockout.
Yeah.
I can't remember if you got a clip, but he was on the ground and he was like rolling backwards and just swinging for the fence.
Just fucking
clipped this guy.
Yeah, big guy.
Seems like the kind of guy, just one of those heavyweight fighter, obviously. But if he gets his hands on you, you're just going down.
You're going down.
You're just eating it.
And he's got kicks, I believe.
Oh,
I believe.
Oh, he's tall.
Not
He's
sure.
like 6'9" or something. He's out the cage.
Yeah, I think he was a Olympic Taekwondo athlete.
They were saying he's got the longest reach. It's like 3 inches longer than John Jones.
Than John.
Yeah.
Interesting. So yeah, he could do something. I mean, he's a bit old. He's 36.
But heavyweights
he's big.
somehow age better.
They do.
You know,
big men. Big men tings.
Big men tings.
Well, let's run through this. So Curtis Blade got the KO.
It was good.
I was happy with that.
Yeah.
Because our mate is boring as fuck. Like, he's got good jiu-jitsu.
You're a jiu-jitsu fighter, brother.
But he doesn't use his jiu-jitsu very well. Like,
I think that Derrick Henry fight turned people off because before the Derrick Henry was on a 13-fight win streak, everyone's talking to him about this young dark horse up and comer going to really make waves. And then the Derrick Henry fight, who has no jiu-jitsu, all he did was hug him for 15 minutes, 25 minutes, whatever it was.
Wait, Derrick who?
Is it Derrick Henry?
Derrick Lewis.
Derrick Lewis. Derrick Henry plays for the Titans. Sorry.
So who is this guy?
Derrick Henry is a running back for the Tennessee Titans in the NFL.
Did he fight him?
I would put money on him. He's a huge
big
boy.
guy.
Yeah,
Derrick Lewis would beat him? Derrick Lewis versus Derrick Henry. This is what I want to see in the UFC.
Look up Derrick Henry so you know who I'm talking about first of all, because he's a big Donny.
Okay.
We've seen how well Austin Lane did in the UFC, you know what I mean? Like, the blueprint's
Did
there.
he really do that well?
No.
Oh, he's only 30. So he is
A big Donny.
I mean, if he trained, this guy trained, like, I'll pop him on the screen for anyone who is
I know
unaware.
this is not a NFL podcast.
It isn't. Could be.
This guy has, the longest punt return ever at 99 yards. You can't get longer than that.
Well,
he got the ball in his own
is
zone
that the whole
and
thing?
then just piss bowled everyone to the other side. And
wow.
Touchdown.
Good man. So basically, if this guy trained MMA since he was like 20, probably, he could be a champ for sure. And that's the way things are going. But like,
he would have made a fuckload more money than the NFL.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that was good.
But I agree. The Derrick Lewis fight did kind of turn me off to him. He's just boring, and I'm glad that he got KO'd. You can't just use grappling the whole time. You need to have a striking.
Well, it's good. Hopefully, it teaches him a lesson, right? Because if your game plan works, you don't change.
Exactly. Yeah, and it didn't. He got fucked up by the big hand of Curtis Blade.
Razor Blade.
I quite like Curtis.
Again, I always confuse him and Chris. Chris Curtis.
Curtis.
That's why I confuse him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they look similar.
And they've got the similar beard and fucking.
So I forget which one I think
he's
is
just
boring
a big
and which
Chris
one I like.
Curtis. Yeah.
That's cool.
Macy Barber decision. Pretty standard.
It was a good fight. It was a good fight.
It was good. She's violent, man. She's aggressive.
Caitlin
Shakugan.
I know the women's fights get a lot of slack.
They do.
But the ones where they're actually both in there and like throwing and they're actually trying to strike with each other.
Yeah,
they're good fights.
They are. This was a good one. I actually thought this was pretty good. Like even Shakugan, she had moments. She had some pretty decent moments.
Yeah, she's killer.
Yeah, and it kind of confused me that her name was different because it wasn't Shakugan. She had like a new, married name.
It's really, really inconsiderate.
It is, bitch. What are you doing, man? Grow a pair. I'm trying to run a fucking show here, guys. Trying to talk shit. Mateus Gamrot obviously got it done. I was a bit disappointed by this one. RDA looked good at the start, got taken down, got dominated, basically.
Yeah, I zoned out a little bit.
Yeah, this was an average fight. Gamrot, I'm not that interested in his style. Look, he's a good pressure fighter. He's kind of like Marab style-wise. Yeah. But, fair and square, got the win.
The top of the card is Sugar and Cheeto. You're just looking to see people throw.
Yes, yeah. I just wanted to see more from him. I wanted to see him get a finish, Like, RDA is not a spring chicken.
No, he's been finished before, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But, Pedro Munoz, Kyler Phillips, this was a good one. Pretty good.
Yep.
Kyler Phillips has style.
Pedro didn't really have any answers for him. I don't know.
Didn't.
Has Pedro come off a long layoff or something, or is he just getting?
No, he fought Cheeto last and lost.
Oh, he did, didn't he?
On the undercard of O'Malley's fight.
Yes,
I think.
yes, that's correct.
So Kyler Phillips, a friend of Sean O'Malley,
Friend of the show.
he had some friend of the show, good friend of the show. He's actually going to be on next week. Just to let you guys know. Yeah, he's good. He's really good. Looks really good. He's he has a very good gas tank.
Is he new to the UFC? I haven't really heard much about him.
He's been in here for a little while, not too long, but he fought like Julian Paiva, who Sean has fought in the past.
Sure.
He's pretty good.
Pretty good.
He's pretty good. Let's see. 2023, he had 3 fights. Oh well, 1 fight. 2 of them were cancelled. 2022, he had 1. 2021, he had 2. Song Yadong. He beat Song Yadong.
He beat Song Yadong.
Yeah. So like he's alright, you know. He's alright. I want to see him jump up a little bit.
Yeah, man. Song's come flying since then, so maybe Kyle is the next one up.
Maybe he is. It was a bloody good card.
Did you see Michel Pereira's card?
No, I didn't. I didn't actually see that. I need to go back and watch.
He's a fun fighter, man.
Yeah, he is fun.
He's fun. The Michel Pereira experience is so volatile.
It is. Yeah. It's a shame he never fought Wonder Boy.
Yeah, that would have been good. They tried, but he was overweight,
by like 6 pounds.
Yeah.
Not good.
Yeah, that was
need to go back and watch that one. For sure.
No, it was good. Yeah.
Steel Jackson's UFC Fight Pass. Let's use it.
I know a website you probably shouldn't go to, but they will.
Well, I won't go there, but you should tell me what it is.